listen to a pretty alright podcast about wrestling, do ya?
Well, the natural lad, Jim Swag, has said time and time again that there's only one podcast that's the most decent and the most alright in the industry today.
And that's it's the Game Rage Wrestling Podcast. Doggy. Hot damn. We are back again for the Game Rage Wrestling Podcast. This is episode number 14, and this is likely going to be the spiciest fucking episode that we've ever done. If you have someone told me GERD is the thing, or acid reflux, or any sort of shit like that, you should definitely be taking some Pepto-Bismol or Alka-Seltzer.
Or sir, what is it?
Lexapro or Lexapro?
Oh wait, no, Lexapro's for depression. Fuck, what is the one for
heartburn?
acid reflux?
I don't know. I thought it was just fucking Alka-Seltzer. I don't know, but
Escapes me,
either
yeah.
way, this is episode number 14. It's going to be getting spicy in here. As always, my name's Josh. I'm here today with Adam.
Howdy.
And yes, for those of you listening, well, before I say that, also check us out, GameRageMagazine.com, at Game Rage Magazine on all the social medias, blah, blah, blah. If you like music, All Gas, No Trash
And
official.
if you like cats, give me hell yeah.
Yeah, if you like cats, give me a hut.
Yeah.
Also, yes, we are going to be discussing the Vince McMahon sex lawsuit, trafficking, shitting on people, whatever you want to call it. We are going to discuss that. That's tonight's main event. So if you want to listen to that, just you can skip to it, but it'll be in the chapters section or whatever.
Yes.
But right now, I would like to open with what the fuck are they doing? What is the WWE fucking thinking? Now, I could be wrong. This could be a swerve. This could be a massive swerve, and they're just tricking everybody.
I don't think it is, man.
I don't either, because of how much they're pumping this up and selling it amongst the internal documents and everything. And, oh, this is what's going to be best for business. This is going to be so great. The Rock versus fucking Roman at Wrestlemania. You got to be fucking shitting me. How do they want us to just think? And I guess maybe what's better for them to do? Make us think that they're all fucking corrupt sex addicts, or that they're just incompetent? Which one is? Are they maybe just saying, fuck it, let's just let people think we're incompetent?
Or that we're stupid.
Or that, yes, we are stupid. Because how did you pump all this whole shit up for the last several months, with culminating in Cody winning the Rumble to finish the goddamn story? The story has been him versus losing to Roman Reigns at WrestleMania last year.
A year and probably let's say 9 months at this point.
Yeah. I also have to say, I was sad and sort of depressed that we didn't end up getting tickets to go and deciding to go to WrestleMania proper. But now I'm fucking glad.
Yeah. Dude.
I would have been so mad if we would have spent thousands of dollars on tickets and airfare and hotels to go to WrestleMania just to see The Rock versus fucking Roman Reigns.
They could suck my ass at this point.
Yeah, I agree.
Detestable, egregious. I'm trying to find a third word.
Obnoxious.
Yeah. Yeah,
The cat agrees.
She's definitely in heat or something.
I think the cat said in Cat, I can't believe that the WWE let The Rock become a board member and then is also going to have him immediately main event at WrestleMania. What level of hand washing, corruption, and nepotism is going on here? That's what the cat just said.
Yeah, okay. It makes me think that everything that was said about the Fast and the Furious films with Vin Diesel, not that Vin Diesel's a saint either,
right?
But perhaps Vin Diesel was right all along, that The Rock is a narcissist and likes to take control and is a politiker. And this is essentially how WrestleMania has unfolded, that he politiqued his way into the main event. He
politiqued his way into being a board member. And granted, that was likely, in my opinion.
It was going to happen, yeah.
It was going to happen, but I think that was due to the impending doom that the WWE knew was coming, or that TKO knew was coming with this whole Vince McMahon thing. And I think they are like, shit, we're going to need a dub after this thing comes out. Yeah, we're going to have to get rid of him or whatever, but we need to replace someone on the board. We're going to get The Rock. I mean, they gave him a sweet deal. I don't know what the monetary value of it is, but they gave him the rights to The Rock name. So Vince had been very against that for many, many years. And now The Rock owns his own name again. So he can start referring to himself as The Rock without having to pay any royalties, I guess, to WWE.
There's other stuff too. There's The Rock's production company can also have a hand in
in making the WWE films or whatever.
The creative part.
Oh yeah,
like,
that's
so
true.
Storyline.
Which is what's folding out before our very eyes right now.
But there's somebody that's a mark for The Rock within. I should have bookmarked this shit. So I'm gonna have to look this up as we. If I don't find it, I apologize.
Yeah.
So there's a writer within WWE that is basically an avatar for The Rock. If you wanted to do things, then
this guy's gonna make it happen.
Yeah. Or maybe it'll be discussed amongst the creative team itself, but there is an avatar within the creative team itself that exists for the purpose of The Rock.
Right.
Or Dwayne Johnson. Let's call him Dwayne Johnson.
Sure.
Yeah.
But at this current juncture, I don't think I can continue on. If this is truly going to be our main event at WrestleMania, The Rock versus Roman Reigns, or maybe not even the main event, but if this fucking match happens, The Rock versus Roman Reigns, and it's not The Rock or it's not Cody versus Roman Reigns, or God, it really fucking sucks, but if they're going to try to shoehorn Cody Rhodes in there and make it a triple threat match, do we believe that The Rock would job to Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania? Probably not. Especially with what you're saying about Vin Diesel saying that stuff about the narcissist comments. And if we look at what The Rock had with Black Adam, the movie, and how all that unfolded with Henry Cavill and basically The Rock trying to push Black Adam.
Adam is the character of the DC universe to pay attention to.
Right.
Or one of the pivotal characters.
What's ironic is The Rock, if he just would have knew his role and shut his mouth, he'd still be Black Adam to this day. So it's quite ironic, actually.
I think it's because of his shitty acting that the movie flopped. And
well, okay, here's the thing. I watched the movie, right? I saw it, and I thought that The Rock did a good job playing Black Adam because The Rock's natural personality of who he is as an actor
is brash.
And it's also like when Black Adam was not understanding things that like the Earth or whatever the slang or words or stuff, and he was acting like confused. The Rock did that perfectly. That was excellent. But that's who he is in every fucking movie, essentially. So yeah, his acting's terrible, but it just happened to work out well for the character of Black Adam. So I don't know. I don't like this at all. It's very scummy to me. Go ahead.
I think we should just start at the top.
Okay.
So there was no indication that this was actually, I mean, there was rumors, right? That this would happen, right?
You sent me a thing.
Yeah.
3 weeks ago that the rumored fucking match card was going to be The Rock versus Roman. And then what was the other one? It was Cody versus Seth Rollins or something.
Who the fuck knows?
And there was
CM
some
Punk,
other thing, or CM Punk or some shit. And that's turning out to probably be right. And I said, there's no fucking way that this is going to happen.
Yeah, and it fucking did. But the worst part is it had on SmackDown. I didn't even watch the whole fucking thing because I didn't watch the whole thing. I just watched the 10 or 15 minute clip of the last bit of SmackDown. Right. So Cody has been tussling around with this decision of whether he should go with the World Heavyweight title or the Hollywood title, which is the undisputed Universal WWE Championship.
Yeah.
And he comes on SmackDown and says, I'm going to finish my story. And then The Rock
comes out
and takes, I'll take it from here, brother.
So fucked, man.
I'll take it from here, brother. I know you wanted to finish your story. It's the Kanye moment, dude.
Yeah.
I know you had a story to finish, but I'm gonna speak real quick. This is now The Rock's WrestleMania. And fuck me, dude. I think I texted you as soon as I found out, which was well after the fact the thing happened. Total anger, discontentness. I mean, every imaginable word that you can think of to describe my fucking disdain for the whole situation, dude.
Yeah.
So you're telling me a year and a half or a year and some odd months,
right,
that we've been building to this thing, and now The Rock is just going to co-opt it
and make it his thing.
WrestleMania 40. You have everything there. You have the Philadelphia thing, the city of brotherly love.
Yeah.
I mean, even if it's a fictional thing, the underdog story with Rocky, even though it's a fictional fucking character, you're creating this moment of an underdog story with Cody Rhodes. Everything is lining up to it makes fucking sense.
Yeah.
WrestleMania 40, to me, like the moments where the big things happen, right? For whoever's going to be champion is going to be made for a decade.
Yeah.
Or maybe several years to be more accurate. So if Cody Rhodes is champion, and dude, that's the other fucking thing. The weird part is all that shit that happened with Vince McMahon, which we'll get to.
Yeah.
Somebody in the audience asked him a question about his thoughts, even though it wasn't his place. He gave a very PR answer that was respectable. And I was like, fuck, man, this guy should be goddamn champion. This makes sense. This is the guy that you put over Roman Reigns at this point in the company because it's so fucked at this point.
Right, yeah.
Why do you need The Rock to fucking intervene at all? Like maybe his some of his appeal is dwindling because of some of the shit he's done with movies and stuff. And maybe he's coming back to the WWE to repair his fucking image. So maybe that's why he's co-opting fucking WrestleMania so that he can regain his popularity and make more shitty movies.
I swear to God, if The Rock takes the title off of Roman Reigns, I'm done with fucking wrestling.
I'm already done.
Well, I mean, I'm already done with not wrestling, but WWE. I'm already done as it is, but I'm telling you right now, if The Rock wins the title at WrestleMania, I am doubly done. I will never, I'm saying this right now, I will never watch the WWE again. I'm going to cancel my Peacock subscription just because, and I might even cancel my Netflix subscription once it switches over there just to not support the WWE. And I will tell you right now, this will become the All Elite Wrestling Podcast and independent wrestling pod. That's it. We're only going to be doing AEW and independent. We're going to start watching Lucha Libre. We're definitely going to start watching New Japan. We're going to cover everything except the WWE because I will never support that shit again. I love Cody Rhodes, but as long as he's there, I'm sorry, buddy.
Fucking leave your boots in the ring at this point, dude.
That's the only thing that what sucks for him is he just signed like a new deal.
Oh, dude.
I think for another like 3 years or some shit like that. So now he's stuck.
Yeah.
And he's just like, fuck, what am I going to do? Everybody
now
said
he has to make the money.
Yeah. All the quote unquote dirt sheet people were saying that, oh, Cody Rhodes is being very respectful backstage and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yeah, of course. The guy's getting paid a ton of money to wrestle and do what he loves. Yeah. Does it suck that he's getting fucked in this manner? Yeah, it does. But okay, what's being and another reason why he should be the champion. He's just generally a good guy, as we've talked about before. He's just generally a good dude. Now, I'm so glad that we got to go to that live event and I got to see Cody Rhodes wrestle and I got to see those guys because now I'll likely never see them again unless they go to AEW or wrestle on the independent circuit and we get to see them here. I just can't fucking believe.
The best part about all this is, I mean, it was about CM Punk being a part-timer coming back and being big-timed.
Yeah.
Cody Rhodes being big-timed by a part-timer.
Yeah.
It was alluding to, I mean, CM Punk was pointing to himself.
Yeah.
But out of context.
That's exactly what happened.
With The Rock. Like, you substitute out CM Punk and you plug in The Rock. And even CM Punk said that fucking, 10 years ago?
Yeah.
When The Rock took the title off of him when he was a 454 day champion. And that was the fucking thing. It wasn't this 1,300 day reign where Roman only defends this shit.
Yeah, once a month, once every
not
quarter.
even once a month,
Once a quarter.
Yeah, once a quarter,
if we're lucky.
and then The Rock takes the title off of him, and
or what if is the Rock could very well potentially, I could see him maybe jobbing to Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. Okay, that's the only person I could see him doing that for. It's his family, so of course you might want to help the guy out. You're also the fucking one of the board members, so it doesn't matter. You're not a wrestler anymore, so it doesn't fucking matter if you win the title or not. It means, and that's the worst part from a storytelling perspective. This literally means nothing. If The Rock wins, it means nothing. The title, in my opinion, is even less prestigious because you're telling me that a guy that hasn't wrestled in how many fucking years has it been since The Rock has wrestled? Probably several, probably 5 maybe. I don't know. It's been at least a decade since The Rock has wrestled on a consistent basis in terms of being in ring, probably even closer to 15 years that he's been consistently on the road and wrestling. So you're going to tell me a dude can come back after essentially not wrestling consistently for 15 years, and he can beat your guy who's the ultimate end-all be-all. He's been champion for 1,300 or fucking whatever days, and you're telling me that this dude is going to come back and beat him for the championship?
Not to mention, he looked winded on Raw.
Oh, yeah, man, just coming out. Like,
don't hinder the gender.
True story. So I don't believe that for a second, and you're going to expect me to go along with it and just be, oh, yes, this title is so prestigious. That title means nothing. If you do that, it means nothing. And regardless, even if The Rock loses the match to Roman Reigns and Roman Reigns keeps the title, it still also storyline-wise just means nothing. Okay, so you beat up an old man who's fucking hasn't been in the ring in fucking consistently in 15 years. Whoop-de-fucking-do. I don't give a fuck if he's the legendary Rock or whatever. Who cares? He hasn't been wrestling in forever.
He had his moments in the past. I mean,
and that's the other thing. The narcissism if The Rock wins the title, the level of narcissism that would exist is incomprehensible to me.
Oh man, you should see his tweet.
Oh, fuck me. I don't even
Let me see if I can read it off, because
he's pissed that people
are not liking this. Yeah.
Are making hashtag we want Cody.
Yeah.
Logan Paul of all people within the company sowing dissent and saying we want Cody.
Yeah.
You know what, man? That gave me a little bit more respect for Logan Paul, because he clearly doesn't give a fuck what they think.
Yeah.
He doesn't need to be a professional wrestler.
He doesn't. He's
already won a title. He's United States champion. They put a strap on him. Fuck. He was a YouTuber and he became a professional wrestler by accident, basically. So he doesn't need the WWE. They need him far more than he needs them. So I have a little bit more respect for that dude for pushing and saying, hey, man, even I see this is fucked up. You shouldn't be just shoehorning The Rock back into WrestleMania because you need it right now, because they don't need that. But anyway, did you find the tweet?
Fuck.
That would be negative.
You gotta find the tweet.
All right, I'll find it. Is he Dwayne Johnson on Twitter, or is he The Rock?
He's The Rock.
The Rock X. Dwayne Johnson at The Rock. Let's see what he says. Posts. Is it his most recent one?
I don't know. He's probably tweeted.
There's his
way
pin
more
post
since, but
I should fucking respond with the game page. Hey, Rock, just wanted to say congrats on overtaking.
Thanks for burying Cody.
Yeah, thanks. Congrats on burying Cody. Hey, would you like to come on the Without Censor podcast for an interview? We'd love to talk to you about how this kid unfolded. I'm going to do that just to be an asshole. Let's see. Okay, so I think this might be the tweet.
Does it have anything to do with SmackDown?
It's literally the clip, and then I think it's Cody and Roman in the ring. And
what does he say?
Well, he says, there's a word for this explosive, insane reaction. Undeniable. No matter the era, the decade, or the city, the energy and connection between the people's champ and the people can never be broken.
Oh, man, he's so in denial.
And is truly an electrifying experience that creates chills every single time. Thank you, Birmingham, Alabama. We made magical history in the Magic City.
I think that was the one, yeah.
Thank you, WWE, and thank you, Cody, for the love and the house. Dream and Soul Man. Roman, there's only one head of the table. I'll see you in Vegas. Uso is what he said.
That was AIDS.
AIDS and a half.
Why did he thank Cody, dude? He basically he's He spat in his face,
man.
Yeah.
Fuck, dude. I'm just so fucking mad right now. I might start foaming at the mouth. This is fucking insane. I can't fucking.
So delusional, dude. There's no way.
And you know what? 11.3 million views.
Yeah, but
35,000 likes.
Did
though.
you see? He
That's
got
it.
ratioed though. Did you see that?
No,
there
I
was
didn't.
more dislikes than there were. And then
Did they remove it?
You want to know what the best part is?
Huh.
You want to know what the fucking best part is? The WWE did a re-edit of that and took out the parts where Cody looks sad,
Oh my God.
and that got even more dislikes.
That's sad, dude. That is so fucked up. I wonder, how do you like, I got to figure out how to, I wonder if I could get blocked by The Rock. Wouldn't that be awesome? Oh, dude. I cannot fucking believe this.
You know what the worst part of all this is, dude? It doesn't end here.
No, it doesn't.
There's no way that dude's going to be ousted from the board of directors. It just creates a through line for his whole family to go into the WWE and just take part without any kind of merit or anything.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. It's it's straight nepotism, and it's I don't know if it's nepotism, but it's not like familial nepotism. It's like you brought him in as on the board of directors, and now you've inserted him in the main event at WrestleMania.
I'm saying I don't think it ends there, dude.
Oh, no, I don't think it does either. I think he's going to win the title from Roman Reigns.
I mean, he said it in his own interviews and stuff. Like when people talk about The Rock, that I think, was it Pat Patterson? I mean, his father is Rocky Johnson, right?
Yeah.
So he had his in already. And then, he abruptly decides, you know what? I'm going to do wrestling. So he calls up Pat Patterson and says, hey, do I got what it takes? Asks him. I don't remember what the brand was. What was the, is it OVW that's in Tennessee, or?
Yeah, that was the original like NXT or minor leagues of. It still exists today as its own thing. It's not affiliated with the. It wasn't affiliated with WWE. It was just not owned by them. It was just affiliated, I guess. And then WWE decided, oh, why are we gonna fuck around? We'll just make our own thing, call it NXT.
Yeah.
So,
but that still doesn't change the fact that he still had an in regardless.
True.
And now that just creates, again, a through line for his family in the future. I mean, I know he has his daughter, right?
Yeah.
In NXT. I forgot her name.
I forgot her name too.
Something Jade, right? Is it?
Yeah, something like that. I don't remember.
So
but there's another reason for him to be there and inserting himself. And now it's like, oh, cool. I bet you after WrestleMania, maybe next year she'll be a surprise entrant in the Women's Royal
Maybe
Rumble.
she wins
And maybe she wins it.
everything.
And maybe she just starts winning everything. All right, here's what I'm tweeting to The Rock. All right. Hey, at The Rock, congrats on the return and doing what Vince never could, legitimately bury the Rhodes family. We'd love to talk about how this unfolded on our Without Censor podcast. Let us know. Oh, I'm so getting blocked by The Rock, man. I can't wait. So hashtag sorry, Cody.
Hashtag sorry. We want Cody. How many people commented on that?
17,000.
All right, good luck standing out.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely not going to, but I wonder if I could get, if anything, it would be funny if people responded to this and fucking, that's where I'm going to get fucking responses is to this from other people, not The Rock himself, but
yeah. Fucking great. All right. You got anything else to add about this whole subject? Because I was already, with the whole Vince McMahon situation, dude, I was already checking out mentally. And the span in which both these things happened, I think, was less than 2 weeks. I think it was within the week itself.
Yeah.
That both these. So like not only they shot themselves in the foot with this thing, like the Vince McMahon thing, and then they crap the bed.
They literally took a fucking machete and chopped off their own leg with the Vince McMahon thing, and now they're stuck in bed and can't get out, and they are just shitting all in the bed.
Yeah.
Just shitting in the bed, and no one's coming to clean it.
Dude, talk about not taking into consideration what the fans want.
Seriously.
just being out of touch with reality. Hey, you want Cody Rhodes in WrestleMania after
Too bad.
2 years? Here's The Rock. Like
Here's The Rock, everyone. Oh my God.
Yeah. What do you got to add?
So let's just talk about
What do you want to talk about?
how
At Birmingham, Alabama.
let's just talk about how unbelievably fucking ridiculous this is.
Uh-huh.
That we already knew that this was a thing, right? We already knew Vince McMahon had been set up before and he had been sued and he had paid people off to stay quiet about, let's call it sexual misconduct. But we never really got a deep look into what that misconduct was. Now, we could all assume...
Oh, wait. Are we already jumping to the Vince McMahon thing? Or are we...
Oh, is that what we're talking about?
Oh, no. I was asking. Like, I thought... So are we still on the Cody thing, or are we done with that?
I think I'm done with that. I think we've yelled about it enough. Right. So, I mean, if you have anything else to say, we can say it. But we talked for almost 30 minutes about just that.
The one small spotlight, the one divine light in WWE at this point is R-Truth.
Oh, 100%. I think that if anything is going to save this company from the depths of despair that it is about to fucking embark upon and enter, it's going to be R-Truth.
Oh, yeah, man. The T-shirt sales, I mean, he single-handedly...
Number one.
Yeah.
Number one T-shirt. I'm going to buy one of I need to buy one of those with the duct tape saying and R-Truth. Yeah. Oh, man. It's so great.
Yeah, I don't got anything else.
All right. So, anyways, back to the Vince McMahon thing, right? We all knew that this was a thing. We all knew that it had happened multiple times, not only with innocent staff members, but also with the female talent as well. There had been many accusations, and quite frankly, there had been many payoffs that had happened that had been
$23 million.
Oh yeah,
$23 million. That was what was reported in 2023 or 2022. There was $23 million allocated for settlements and anything else,
and continued payments, essentially, because that's the deal that these cat. Hold on. All right, good. It's still recording. The cat just jumped on the keyboard and locked the screen.
Yeah.
Anyways, the allocation of that amount of money was a yearly fucking thing. It was a general thing. It wasn't just this 2023 or whatever. I
don't even know if they listed it as settlement money or whatever. I think it was branded as something else.
Yeah, I'm sure it was. Yeah. It was probably called continued payments or continued something.
Who the fuck knows what it was, but
yeah, that's what it was for. It was for the continued payments that deals that had been made that were, there was a lot of people would get upfront deals, and then some of them would get where, hey, you need to pay us $1 million a year for the next 50 fucking years to stay quiet about this. And I think that's the reason why we didn't get a lot of this insight that we have seen from this case, especially into the level of depravity that was the Vince McMahon, sexual misconduct. Quit climbing on there, cat. So I think that's because people were being paid off and people were saying, okay, I'll just take the money and because once you take the money, you can't say shit because then you'll get sued into oblivion because they make you sign an NDA.
Or if they go through arbitration, it's probably going to be through theirs. And then.
Right. Well, then there's going to be, if you settle at all, there's going to be NDAs. If you don't take this all the way to like what this lady's doing with this lawsuit, then none of this shit becomes public. It's all signed under NDAs. It's all privately handled. Nothing is public information.
Oh yeah, that was one of the parts that was funny is that when they did the arbitration, they gave her I think $11 million, but there was some kind of clause that says John Laurinaitis still gets to like remain in contact with her, and whatever negotiations they have afterward has to go through like John Laurinaitis. So it's like, I mean, if you read the fucking 67-page thing, you know that he was one of the figures that was
prominently involved,
was sexually assaulting or raping Janelle. Is that her name? Janelle Grant?
Yeah.
Sorry, it's been a while since I read it. I was trying to forget.
Trying to forget most of the things that you read in there.
Yeah.
I mean, dude. So are we gonna talk about?
Yeah, I think
Let's talk about sexual assault, Birmingham, Alabama.
Yeah, let's talk about sexual misconduct.
Yeah. So from the top, I think 4 pages in, we are greeted with the event taking place of Vince McMahon shitting in Janelle Grant's hair, and then proceeded to be fucked or raped. I mean, because it probably was against her will that she was doing this.
I would imagine.
Gets fucked by John Laurinaitis for 90 minutes, and then Vince takes a shower. And then she'd be called into meetings within, meetings, quote unquote, within the WWE offices,
Right.
only to be further
Sexually assaulted and
by John Laurinaitis and who the fuck knows who else. And then, I mean, I probably skipped a few events, but in between that, Vince would berate her, degrade her, basically was a sex toy.
Oh, yeah.
To Vince McMahon. And also she was paraded around for basically what was sex trafficking to the WWE, I think like video crew or the technicians, basically was offering them or her to them and also to WWE stars. We don't know the names. The only one that was alluded to was Brock Lesnar.
Well, and I think it's pretty in the description of the person,
UFC,
former WWE champion and UFC champion. Well, I mean, that list is not long, and good one. And Christ, I think he might be the only one actually. So that's very obvious who the fuck they're referring to.
Yeah, it was Brock Lesnar, and I don't remember if it was. I think it was alluded to that it was a contingency of his contract that. I mean, pornography was distributed to him of this woman.
Yeah.
But I think part of the contract was he was going to get to fuck her. And that was something that Vince was doing with other WWE talent or prospects as well. If they were going to sign somebody, that he was going to offer this woman to these prospects.
God, and then you know what else is fucking sad about this whole thing? Or not sad, but like, okay, Brock Lesnar, let's use that example, right? His whole, I don't know, not persona, but I mean, he's looked at as, ow, you fucking cat. Why are you biting me? This fucking cat likes to play and wants to bite. Oh, anyways, so the thing about Brock Lesnar is ow, fucker. Jesus Christ. I'm being myrtleized right now. This cat is attacking the fuck out of me. Okay, go. Get out of here. You pissed me off. So.
Damn, dude.
Brock Lesnar literally, ow, you fucker. Jesus Christ. What did I do to you? I gave you shelter and food, and now you just fucking, maybe she was trying to swat this thing, and that's why she fucking.
I don't know.
Anyway, so.
She's going to do it again.
Probably.
What do you do something about her?
Well, I don't want to be an asshole.
Yeah, but you're just going to encourage her to do it more.
I guess that's true. Well, she hasn't done it yet. As soon as I look away, she'll do it. That's what they do.
As soon
as I stop looking at her, she's gonna fucking attack me.
Yeah.
So essentially,
there you go. There you go.
Now she went after
fucking off.
Good.
Go take care of business.
Anyways, so yeah, basically he's like this whole Jesus fuck.
Yeah, she's definitely in heat, dude.
Fucking asshole. Anyway, so her Brock Lesnar is essentially he lives on a farm in the middle of nowhere. He's married to Sable. He's got kids with her, right? And he's like this country boy, this wholesome country boy.
I don't know about wholesome because how he got Sable to begin with, she was already married, and then
I mean, that is true. But you don't look at Brock Lesnar and think, oh, that guy's definitely a fucking sexual deviant or whatever. You think that maybe maybe he jacked her from somebody else, but it's like you don't look at Brock Lesnar as like, oh yeah, he's out there fucking all these bitches on the side. You don't really think that.
I got
when you look at him. So then it happens that all of a sudden he's out here. This is a contingency of his contract of coming back. Is I get to fuck this chick,
or to get even to the
in contract discussion
is, I need to fuck this chick in order to be able to get in the door at all.
Yeah.
Like, that's fucking crazy to me. That is fucking insane. And I don't know, man. It puts everybody on this whole thing in suspect light.
Oh yeah.
Everybody that's involved. And listen, that includes fucking, I lost a lot of respect for Triple H. I don't know if we're getting to that point of this part yet. But maybe there's still a little more. I don't know if there's still a little more to talk about, or if
there is. I think there was the text messages.
Oh, yeah. Jesus.
Oh, my God. The worst part. I mean, yeah, as I said before, he was text messaging to her about how he wants to offer her to the tech crew and WWE superstars, and she's going to be done on all fronts.
Oh, yeah.
And then he wants to do her in every orifice of her body.
Yeah, yeah.
And then the weird part is like him having a fantasy about her being gang raped by like WWE superstars.
Oh, yeah, man. That's weird.
And then like him being a part of that, and then naming the sex toys after Superstar, man, that's like weird. Based on color. So if there was an African American dildo, then he'd probably name it Bobby Lashley or The Rock or and then if it was
or the Mark Henry.
Yeah, if it was
sexual chocolate.
Sexual chocolate.
I mean, that one kind of makes sense, but you know.
Yeah, so there was things like that. The texts were very horrible.
Oh man.
Man, it horrendous. And yeah, I mean, there's only so much that could be said without us just going repeating ourselves or whatever. But yeah, I mean, there was a lot of horrible things, and there was even a part. I'd have to look this up in between, but there's 67 pages, and I don't know if I'm going to find it as quickly. I know I can do a word search within the PDF itself.
Right.
But there's some part that says Dustin Rhodes and Paul Heyman.
Yeah.
When it says no cell, because there was even a story about her getting sexually assaulted, and Paul Heyman, I think, says something like no cell getting raped or something like that.
Uh-huh.
And what that basically comes down to is, or what the equivalent of that word means is that in wrestling, if you take a hit or something and you no sell it, it means it doesn't affect you or you don't really care. So in the context of this situation, they're saying this sexual assault, this rape doesn't affect you. Act as if it doesn't affect you.
Right. Yeah.
Which was just fucking weird. So I can never look at that word the same again.
No. And God, it just sucks because so many people are, like you said, just or like that. They're just related to this, and they did nothing. Like I don't believe for a second that certain individuals at the top didn't know about this. I mean, this is now coming out that this is the whole reason why supposedly Shane McMahon left the company back, whatever it was, 10 or 12 years ago, or maybe even longer than that. That this was the whole reason that he left was because of this type of shit that was happening, and he didn't want to be involved in it. And you know, that's why he bounced. Same thing with, this is why when Stephanie was put as, once Vince McMahon, once he was it last year or the year before that Vince was put on probation or suspended or something because of some other.
I think he was removed as the CEO, right? He was ousted from being CEO, and then Stephanie McMahon.
He was put on like administrative leave as the CEO, and then Stephanie McMahon took over as the temporary interim.
No, but he was removed from the company altogether. Remember? Because then they voted him back in. That was one of the questions that somebody asked at the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
Because they even said, you Triple H, Stephanie, and I forgot who else, Nick Khan, all voted for Vince McMahon to be placed back into whatever position. I don't know if it was a position he had before, or they created a new one that was basically superior to the board of directors.
Yeah, right. So then it's like everybody knew what the fuck happened and still not only did nothing but let him come back in. You know what I'm saying?
All right, I'm gonna look for the no cell thing.
Okay.
I want to know, because I saw Dustin Rhodes' name.
Yeah, so did I too, and I don't remember exactly what the context of it was, but that's fucking crazy.
Okay. Shit. Well, I mean, so are you got more? Or?
Yeah. Oh, I could keep going. Yeah. So, this really put into perspective. I mean, listen, I love Triple H, man. Like, Triple H is one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. And I'm not fucking shy about that. I've said that for many years. Also, Shawn Michaels has been one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. Probably him. He's probably maybe even higher than Triple H on the list. And the fact that these two guys were I mean, Shawn Michaels has basically been running NXT for however long now. And basically after Triple H moved up to his position where he's at. And I don't believe for a fucking second that either of these guys didn't know what was happening. I don't believe that they didn't know what was happening. I don't want to say, because I have no proof of this, but I don't want to say that they were necessarily involved, because maybe they weren't. I don't know. Or involved in things like this. But the fact that with just this one case alone, all the heinous things that were going on, and they knew what was happening, I just fucking lost all fucking complete respect for them in any way whatsoever. I just can't do it anymore. It sucks. It hurts that, granted, they're characters, Triple H and Shawn Michaels, they're characters, but yeah, I've looked up to them for many years or whatever. And now to basically see that they were involved in this and had the opportunity to do the right thing, but didn't do anything at all, because either they were scared of losing their job, or whatever the fucking reason is that they want to fucking try to justify it. There is no justification. I don't give a shit who you are. I don't give a shit what your deal is. If it's me and I see this fucking shit happening, I'm not only fucking speaking out against it, or not only going to say, hey, this is fucked up, but I'm going to go stand on every fucking platform available to me and say, hey, this is what's happening here to these people, and someone needs to do something about this. And I don't give a fuck what they try to do to me or what they want to do. They want to fire me, whatever. I don't give a shit. That's just the general right thing to do. And if you don't have the fucking integrity or the balls to do that, you're not a man, dude. Like, you're just a piece of shit. And for sure, the response that Triple H gave at that press conference afterwards,
non-answers,
and guilty as charged. That is what guilty. That's what the fucking, maybe not necessarily directly involved in having done these things, but I'm tell you what, man, it's weird that Triple H married Vince's daughter. You know what I'm saying? It is weird. I mean, was this a condition of something when Triple H was starting to get bigger? It was going out. Who knows what the fuck the deal is,
Well, I mean, if you think about it, I mean, there's an ounce of truth to any promo, right? So
yeah.
There has to be an ounce of truth to some of the stuff he says. I mean, when he says, "Oh, I'm gonna do whatever it takes to fucking climb to the top. I don't care who
I got to run over, or who I got to step over."
So calls into question his character.
Oh yeah.
That if he was willing to overlook anything that was happening within the WWE organization itself, including whatever Vince McMahon did to women.
Yeah.
Because if he's going to be in the position that he is now, you're just going to have to look the other way.
Right.
So I don't know. I'll pretty much none of the answers that were given for the press conference or media scrum that happened afterwards felt like enough, because the only thing that was brought up was, well,
look at how great we did.
WWE just signed a 10-year, $5 billion, or maybe, yeah, it was 10 year. Was it $5 billion?
Yeah, it was half $500,000 a year. So it's $5 billion. $5 billion over 10 years.
$5 billion over 10 years. So they brought these topics up. 3 people. I think the guy's name is John Alba from Fightful.
Yeah.
Was the first person to ask. I'm like, damn.
Respect.
If I had any fucking idea that people that go to these things for the WWE are I'm going to be honest, man. So before we even get to that, there was somebody there. I think it was the question before this person gives him a fucking softball question. It was a woman, and it was about the Netflix thing. And I'm like, I wonder if that person was a plant to soften, for the questions to be guided in that direction. But I'm actually kind of surprised that this wasn't just handpicked people that were going to ask softball questions. There was 3 people that stood up and asked about what they're going to do so that people in higher positions within the WWE organization can't take advantage of like employees or talent or anything like that. Didn't get an answer for that. And then there was one other person that followed up and asked something along the lines of the other 2 people. I'm like, damn, I'm even surprised that even fucking happened. So for those 3 people to stand up and ask those questions, that takes a lot of balls, because I guarantee they will not be at the next pay-per-view event, if at all. I mean, even to say that they're going to be on any WWE pay-per-view event, because those good graces are fucking gone at this point.
Or maybe they were plants and they said, hey, listen, guys, everyone's going to ask these questions, and then we're going to have these 3 so it doesn't look like this is a plant situation. You guys are going to ask it. Yeah, we're going to give these fucking bullshit non-answers and try to change the narrative here. But you guys ask these questions, and then maybe we'll go for it. You know what I'm saying?
It was John Alba.
Yeah,
John Alba of Fightful.com.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So who knows? Who knows how that shit works? I mean, obviously the WWE is scripted, right? It's entertainment. So them having press conferences just like they do in real actual sporting events afterwards, talking about how things went down or whatever, right?
You could expect media to have some integrity.
But you could also expect how it could be scripted as well. Like it could be part of the show. This could be part of the kayfabe. They're scripting these things. So who knows? And I would expect that if this was a legitimate media source that they allowed in there, that they would have some sort of media or journalistic integrity, and they would ask these questions, because these are the pertinent fucking questions. It's you can't deny that those questions are important, and they are the main topic of what that is the main thing that was going into this Royal Rumble event, was that whole fucking situation. Because it happened. When did it get released? Like the day before or 2 days before, something like that. The lawsuit thing that got released. It was like a couple days before that.
It was literally the day before.
Yeah, like the day before.
Funny enough, when bad things happen as far as news goes, you release it on a Friday so that people forget it on
Monday.
By Monday. So I don't know why they decided. I think who released it was the Washington Post.
Yeah, somebody, I don't know.
Oh no, it was the Wall Street Journal.
Oh, okay.
So they posted this on Friday. Normally that wouldn't have worked, because if this thing was supposed to be suppressed, then Friday would be the day to do it. Or like, okay, all the stuff that happened with like Trump and his his impeachments, right? Or all the people that he fired, and all those things happened on Friday. But in this case, it was pivotal probably to release it the day before the Royal Rumble.
Then that's all everybody's going to be talking about.
That's all anybody could think about. And so interesting strategy from Wall Street Journal and probably her legal team to
make sure it got released the day before the Royal Rumble.
Good shit.
It is good shit. That was a smart move. And you know what, man? I hope this lady ends up owning part of the WWE after this.
Yeah, I think the lawsuit is not just against Vince McMahon. I think it's actually directed at the WWE itself, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
So she's going for the whole caboodle, dude.
And yeah, like I said, I hope she wins. And maybe, you know what? Maybe.
Oh, yeah. Look, check this shit out.
Oh, all right.
Plaintiff Janelle Grant.
Yeah.
Versus World Wrestling Entertainment. Well, actually, it's fucking 3 people.
Oh, okay.
It's John Laurinaitis.
Yeah.
Vincent Kennedy McMahon and the WWE.
Oh, okay.
Damn.
I meant to tell you this. John Laurinaitis released a statement after this came out. You know what he said?
He said he's a victim.
He said he is a victim, and then the truth will all be revealed.
Oh, man.
What a
snake.
What a shit. I hate that guy, man. I can't believe that you would say that.
Yeah.
You would have been better off just not fucking saying anything than to then claim like you're the victim. What do you mean you're the victim? You're doing the raping.
Yeah.
How are you the victim, you piece of shit?
Yeah.
Oh, Vince McMahon told me if I didn't have sex with this lady, I was going to be fired and I'd be homeless, and he'd make sure I never worked in wrestling again.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck you, buddy. You didn't have to do this.
Yeah. Okay. I also think about now, so there was an old subreddit that talked about some of the things that were happening in the past with Vince McMahon. And as we came to know that well, as he was known in the WWE, he was Dolph Ziggler, but now he's going by Nick Nemeth.
Nick Nemeth, yeah.
He made a comment on an AMA that he was part of.
Yeah.
And he said he had spoken up about some instances that some of the women had been experiencing sexual assault either by superiors or maybe it was Vince McMahon himself.
Right, yeah.
And he did those things. And I'm thinking, shit, I'm wondering if he ended up getting fired or people didn't move up because
he spoke out.
He was one of the people that spoke out. And what if there was more people that were
suffered it?
They were saying things within the organization itself, like, "Hey, what the fuck is going on? Why are these women getting sexually assaulted and stuff?" And they spoke up, and that the company was basically giving the blacklist to these people, maybe getting removed or going down in the stardom order, that they were no longer featured on shows. I mean, Dolph Ziggler, like towards the end of his career, was probably more of an afterthought, probably wasn't being featured on Raw or SmackDown. Maybe probably due to his contract. I mean, they were trying to keep him off fucking television.
Right.
And if he's actually speaking out against all this shit,
keep him out of the locker room and bury him.
Yeah.
So he can't be there to see things or speak out.
So I don't know. It just makes you question if there was superstars that were on the trajectory of going up that we don't know.
Yeah.
That were speaking out and now they just gone.
And now think about this in terms of them taking people from AEW and vice versa, right? Mm-hmm. How is this going to affect and work into the game plan of people who are being courted to come back to the WWE that are in AEW or in other places? Because right now the WWE has a black fucking stain on itself that is not going to come off anytime soon.
And I feel like this whole Rock situation is
it's to cover it up.
It's to put a Band-Aid over a fucking over gash.
A literal dismemberment. Yeah. Like they've lost an arm and they're going to throw a Band-Aid on it. Like
that's some aloe vera from fucking Red versus Blue.
Oh, yeah. You get some aloe vera. And while you're there, get some headlight fluid while we're at
it. Yeah.
God damn. I can't say that when I first read this that I was truly shocked that this happened, because again, we already kind of knew what Vince was doing, but the level of the depravity.
Tori Wilson came out and said that she experienced that herself. So I'm like thinking, I wonder if that Playboy spread was against her will, that she was coerced into doing that with, and that she didn't actually want to do it, but her life, maybe her livelihood, her means of making money were on the hook for this specific thing. If you didn't do it, you're out.
Man, think about this, because the way they did those contracts with them back then, and if you did anything and anything else, it had to be approved by the WWE, right? And then the WWE would get a cut of whatever it is.
Oh, right, yeah.
So maybe she wasn't even actually paid anything for that. It was like, oh, this is part of just what you're getting paid. Sure, maybe they gave her some bonuses for it, but I mean, the WWE probably likely benefited more from that deal than she did in the long run. So,
yeah,
man, that'd be very interesting to know.
Yeah, because I think John Cena gives a percentage of his movie deals
to the WWE, yeah,
like 10%, because he thinks that he technically owes them for. I mean, in a sense, I guess he's kind of right, because without the WWE, he probably wouldn't have achieved what he's accomplished.
Level of fame.
Yeah. So I guess I understand it in that context, but I mean, shit, man. Doesn't look so good now.
No, it really doesn't.
So, I mean.
And that also calls into question, okay, Cena's doing, he's your typical babyface fucking.
He's defended Vince McMahon, or he has. Yeah, he's been a supporter of him.
Correct.
Because again,
and you're telling me
he made him do like
But you're gonna tell me that John Cena had no fucking clue that this shit was happening? Maybe not this current shit, because he hasn't really been around at that. But you can't tell me that he didn't know about the shit that Vince had done in the past when he was there. I mean, you can't. There's no way you can tell me that.
And it was probably worse because some of the on-screen stuff of him having Trish Stratus as his girlfriend.
Oh, yeah.
Where Stacy Keibler whatever
was
the fuck
probably
she was
close
in.
to reality.
Yeah.
And then
kissing on screen, groping,
all kinds of weird
getting
shit.
a BJ from like Tori Wilson. I mean, he's basically butt naked.
Yeah.
And then his wife eventually catches him. I don't know, man. It's a hard pill to swallow.
It is, and it makes you wonder too about all these other people and what it is that their level of involvement and why they didn't do anything about it.
Dude, I tried. Oh my God. I should have came in prepared, but I tried doing a word search for Paul Heyman and because I know I read Dustin Rhodes and Paul Heyman for that no sell thing. And I did a word search and it's not coming up, but I know it's towards the last third of the document itself.
Yeah.
So I'll have to fucking check back on another episode if I find that. But yeah, I mean, by now, most people have probably read this
or seen the highlights at least.
The text messages for sure.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, what a dark day for wrestling in general. I mean,
it really is
the largest brand doing this type of shit, and it just reinforces any negative perception that people might have of wrestling to move away from the carny shit and be in mainstream culture, which it is. Now it's gone down a notch. Now it's back to
carny shit again.
Yeah.
And I also understand that was redundant. I also understand how the two of us we're two males, so maybe us talking about this is not considered as sensitive as it should be. But I do want to assure you that we are going to have another episode about this, and we're going to have my wife on, who is a very staunch feminist and activist against sexual assaults and things of that nature.
Yeah.
So we're going to also get her opinion on this. So that way it's not just us talking shit. We're going to have someone on who is, has experienced these things, not maybe to this level, obviously, but we'll get someone else's take on it as well, not just ours. But anyways, what were you?
Yeah, I forgot about the other thing.
Oh no,
is that eventually when this woman Janelle Grant developed PTSD, she was sent to because she was going to go through her own means of getting therapy and shit.
Yeah,
and then Vince, at the behest of Vince McMahon, he recommended an alternative solution, and the physical therapist that she was recommended ended up being somebody that raped her as well.
Jesus Christ.
Man, talk about going through the fucking ringer and then going through the 9 rings of hell.
Yeah.
It's still being alive to tell all this shit, man. I mean,
and you know what the worst part? No, this is not the worst part. I'm fucking, that's not correct. But something that's also really shitty about this is TKO, who bought the WWE.
They knew.
Had to have known when they did their due diligence,
because they said he was a risk factor.
Right. And the reason why they said that is for this. They knew exactly everything that had been going on. But the saddest part is they still fucking did it anyways.
Mm-hmm.
They still, and to me, TKO is just as culpable as the WWE itself in this, because they knew what was coming, but did it anyways. And it's like that whole thing with, Ford and the Pinto situation. They say
Ford Pinto.
Yeah. And they say, you know what? It's cheaper, instead of us recalling all these vehicles, it's cheaper for us just to settle lawsuits for people dying. So TKO says, you know what? We'll buy this anyway. It'll be cheaper for us to just settle with people than it will be to just actually do something about this. And that's fucking horrific. That is fucking horrific. And if this shit wouldn't have come out, I imagine Vince would still be there doing this shit to this day.
Oh, yeah.
Unchecked, unbalanced. And the only reason anything happened is because Vince no longer was the guy who made all the decisions. There was someone else that he had to be technically accountable to. And again, they knew this was coming. The timing of The Rock being added to the board of directors, very suspect.
To whitewash everything else.
Because they knew this was happening. And again, why would The Rock even give a shit about, he really doesn't give a shit about wrestling. Why would he want to come back and be on the board? My whole theory is they enticed him with, hey, listen, we can't tell you what and we can't tell you when, but Vince is going to be out soon. And when Vince is out, we're going to need someone to step in and be the chairman of the board that we can easily vote in. And you know what? We're going to put you on the board now. Whatever. They negotiated this deal with The Rock with his name rights, with his movie production company. There's some deal in place for that. There's all this shit that The Rock got, this huge deal or something to that effect. And now I'm sure as part of the deal, they told him, hey, you're going to be the guy who's going to be named the CEO to replace Vince. And wouldn't it be funny if this happens after WrestleMania? They decide to name a new CEO and they vote in The Rock and he becomes the new CEO and he's good.
So I think this is something that John Cena mentioned in the past when they were trying to get the matches set up for the 2 once in a lifetime matches between him and The Rock. That when he went to go meet The Rock, it was him and his writing staff about how they were going to choreograph the match, how story was going to be told and all that shit. It wasn't man to man.
Right, yeah. How so wrestling should be.
Like how this thing was going to unfold. And I think maybe that's playing into what's happening now is that this guy's going to have his third party speaking on his behalf for what what's going to happen within the WWE itself as he is a board. He's a board member in the board of directors. So, I mean, shit, man, who the fuck knows if he's going to inject himself into the creative shit once more, or not once more, but within the WWE company itself.
He's only been on the board of directors for a couple of weeks, and now he's already headlining WrestleMania. So I think this is indicative of him going to be inserting himself. And the shit part about it is there's precedent for this because Vince McMahon inserted himself into storylines all the time. Vincent Kennedy McMahon, the character, only exists because Vince McMahon inserted himself into storylines. Hell, he was the ECW champion for a fucking while. He was the man's held titles. He owns the company, writes all the stories, makes all the decisions, and gave himself the title.
Hey, Cody Rhodes never did it.
Nope. Cody Rhodes specifically said, and that's the worst. That is the worst part to me about the whole Rock thing. To just go back to that real quick, and I forgot to mention this. Cody Rhodes, when he was an executive at AEW, said, hey, you know what? I think it should probably be beneficial if I'm going to be making decisions that I shouldn't be the main world heavyweight champion. Okay. So put me in this storyline where I go up against Jericho and I say, if I don't fucking win, I'm never going to challenge for the AEW title as long as I'm here. And he does it. He loses and now he's out. What does he do? He says, hey, we've got this low mid-card title that kind of doesn't mean shit. I'll take that title and I'll make it mean something. And that's what he did. And you know what he did? When it finally meant something, he dropped it and it meant something. And then you know what? He never held the title again. He let it go because that's not his place. He loves to wrestle, so he wrestled. Here to have him ousted by someone of the main event of WrestleMania, by someone espousing the exact opposite principles that he portrayed when he was an executive. Now you've got a new executive coming in, immediately inserts himself into the WrestleMania main event, and will, I believe, likely be putting the title on himself.
We'll see.
Unbelievable. And again, maybe I'm getting all worked up for no reason because this is going to maybe be a work and this is going to just turn out to be just a swerve that they were all doing to each other or doing to us as the fan base, which would be amazing. But I don't think The Rock's narcissism is going to let him do that. In my opinion.
I don't fucking know, man. I mean, this is like NWO and WCW. We're going to do that. I don't know, brother. I think I'm going to hold the title for...
I think I'm just going to hold the title for fucking the next 18 months. You know what? Hey, what was Roman's title? 1,300 and something days? I think I'm going to do 1,400 days, guys.
Yeah.
And also be the chairman of the board for that as well.
Yeah.
And also, I'm only going to defend the title at WrestleMania once a year.
Yeah, the I don't know why you main event mafia, dude.
Oh, dude, that's what it is, man. I wonder who pays them protection money.
I don't fucking know. The only way this is salvaged that at this point is if TKO is like, holy shit. I think we stand to lose quite a bit of money if everybody protests and says they want Cody to be the undisputed champion. We don't pull the trigger on that, we might be setting ourselves up for a horrible fiscal year.
Oh, yeah.
And then
a slew of horrible fiscal years, it seems.
So then they finally give it to us, hopefully. I don't know if they actually would, but I think a worthy second place, just to fuck this all up, is Damian Priest has been sitting on the Money in the Bank briefcase for who the fuck knows how long, but basically for nearly a year.
Yeah.
The only way that this is salvaged in a B tier, A tier solution is that Damian Priest, if this is for a title, and we're not being duped to believe that this is going to happen at the Elimination Chamber, that Rock and Roman Reigns are going to face each other for the title, and then where was I going with that? Shit. Maybe backpedal. Okay, if it ends up happening that The Rock and Roman face each other for the undisputed title, then if The Rock wins, Damian Priest cashes in to squander everything, and that's the only way I'm happy.
Or if he beats
Cody Rhodes, it turns into a triple threat match,
and Cody goes over on
both of them. Those are only two solutions. The realistic one, probably Damian Priest cashing in to have a Seth Rollins moment, WrestleMania 31, or Cody Rhodes is inserted into the story because the backlash is so strong,
right?
That this is going to be a financially,
I feel like
viable solution.
It's the Daniel Bryan situation, where people were so fucking pissed that it was going to be Triple H versus Batista. Or
it was Randy
Orton versus Batista, that they had to create a storyline where Daniel Bryan was going to fight Triple H at the opening match of WrestleMania. What was it, 30?
That was great.
That was excellent.
Oh man,
they really salvaged that.
Yeah,
and they created a fucking hell of a story. And well, there's an opportunity to do that here. I don't know if they're going to do it though.
They have 2 months to backpedal.
They do. We'll see how Elimination Chamber goes. I mean, Christ, it's at 2 fucking a.m. here.
Oh shit! When is it? At the end of the month?
It's the end of this month. Yeah.
Fuck yeah! All right. Are we?
Oh, we're gonna do it because we already committed to it in the previous thing.
Yeah. At this point,
I think we're committed to going through WrestleMania. I think.
Yeah, we are. I was gonna say, even in spite of the fact that's going on, whatever's going on, because it's also something we have to cover with the Vince McMahon, because that shit's not to be forgotten.
Either. True. Yeah. True.
So that's gonna be an ongoing story, and I think we owe it to ourselves to continue to follow the WWE to see if they would slap us in the face with the Cody Rhodes thing and stick a fucking dildo up our ass with this Vince McMahon thing.
So Elimination Chamber is going to be Saturday, February 24th
in Australia
at 2 a.m. is the start time. So
sweet, dude.
So we're going to probably be starting around 1:30 or 1 a.m. and just 5, 4, 3, 2. Yeah, 2 a.m. our time because it's 5 a.m. Eastern.
Where's it at? It's in Melbourne or
Perth, Australia. Yeah.
Fuck. That's on the other end. That's like the west end of Australia, right?
Yeah, probably. I think that's 8 p.m. in Perth time, probably on Sunday. Because they're a day ahead of us, right?
It has to be at like 4.
Aren't they almost 24 hours ahead of us?
I'm trying to think.
I don't know.
Melbourne is like 5 hours ahead.
Oh, all right. Then maybe
they're like, okay, so.
Oh, no. Okay, so it's 8 p.m. local Australian time, so that's what it is. It's at 2 a.m. our time, February 24th, and it's 8 p.m. their time.
So they start
it's starting at 8 p.m. their time.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So it's going to be 2 a.m. our time.
Man, why didn't they start that shit at 5 p.m. their time?
I don't know. They could have.
Because what day would it be there?
Well, it's still Saturday.
It's Sunday for them, right? Sunday.
No, it's still Saturday because it's Saturday morning at 2 a.m. So it's Saturday 8 p.m. there when it starts.
Saturday.
It's Saturday the 24th at 8 p.m. their time, and here it's Saturday
2 a.m.
2 a.m. our time.
Fuck. So they're 17 or 16 hours ahead of us.
Yeah, basically
18 hours ahead of us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck. All right. Well, what do you got? What else do you got? What do you think the solution is for WrestleMania? I already kind of spelled out my solutions. And also, the world heavyweight title looks like a bitch at this point.
It means less than nothing.
It means dick.
The Intercontinental title is more prestigious.
Yes, Gunther has elevated. That's the only way they salvage WrestleMania. One of the days is they have champion versus champion, Gunther versus Seth Rollins. But that's not gonna happen because Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, it's gonna be Cody Rhodes.
Just fucking kill me.
Well, okay. Here's the solution that I think. Okay, here we go. I agree. Yes, I think that it's either gonna be a triple threat match between The Rock, Roman, and Cody Rhodes. Because here's the thing, storyline wise. Cody Rhodes, it doesn't matter that The Rock wants to fight Roman Reigns for WrestleMania. Cody Rhodes has a Royal Rumble. He won the Royal Rumble. He gets to pick where he wants to go. And it doesn't matter what other match they make. He could choose to just insert himself into that match and very well could do it. That's the only acceptable solution, is that happening. Or, as you said, the Damian Priest cashing in the bank, and then either The Rock or Roman, whoever wins the match, they drop the title to Damian Priest. And then we get to see the Judgment Day finally implode because Finn Balor will fucking not like that, and he will want the title for himself, and that'd be a cool storyline, the way to end it, the Evolution style, I guess. I'm okay with that happening. In terms of what could happen with Cody, I'm still pissed. Even if he goes against Seth Rollins and wins, and he becomes a World Heavyweight Championship, it still sucks. Because that's not the story we were promised. That's not the story they've been hyping.
For 2 years. Which means everything has been null and void up until...
Yeah, it's meant nothing if that's what they go with. If they truly do that.
And what a fucking spit in the face to the Royal Rumble itself to say that when you win this thing, if there's somebody more important than you...
Too bad.
Fucking you're on
out.
The outs.
You're out. Your Royal Rumble means nothing anymore if that's the case.
Even though you can choose your fucking match... Technically in fake kayfabe, right?
Yeah, right. Yes, in kayfabe, you can just choose whichever title you want to go after. Hell, if you wanted to, you could probably go after the Intercontinental title if you really wanted to. I'm sure they wouldn't say shit. Hey, get out of there. So I don't understand it, and that's the only way that it's going to happen or it's going to be good. And then also, if they put Cody Rhodes into that triple threat and they make that a thing, the only next logical choice is for Gunther to fight Seth Rollins title for title. It's got to be. Mm-hmm. It's got to be. It has to be. That's the only other way that you can make Seth Rollins relevant, and then you make that title relevant.
All right, I got a possible ninth solution.
Okay,
I don't know what number.
Yeah.
What if Cody Rhodes faces? This makes it even fucking worse because he's just going to be the handicap version of Seth Rollins at goddamn WrestleMania.
That's true.
But he takes the title off of fucking Seth Rollins.
Okay.
Then at Roman's post, because if they're going to make him the longest reigning modern undisputed champion, surpassing, well, not Bruno Sammartino, but Hogan. All right, fine. You do it in October 2024
at SummerSlam, or
well after SummerSlam.
Yeah, okay.
Whatever the
pay-per-view would be. Yeah,
whatever the pay-per-view would be, to pass the fact that Roman is now the longest reigning champion.
Okay.
That you do champion versus champion, you unify the belts with Cody. Is that enough, or is that it should have happened at WrestleMania?
I think it should have happened at WrestleMania, but also it almost feels like it would be too late. It's like people will have tuned out by then. Who's going to come back?
So even with the fact that Roman would become the longest reigning champion, if if Cody took that away from him and also unified the belts, became undisputed. Is that would that salvage anything, or is it still the WrestleMania shit should supersede everything?
Yeah, well, that's the other thing, too, is then if you do that, then you're just saying WrestleMania doesn't mean anything either. WrestleMania is not the end-all, be-all pay-per-view as it's been promoted. That's where everything happens. The most important shit of the year happens at WrestleMania. Mm-hmm. So the fact that they didn't bother to do it there, almost unforgivable if they don't do it there.
So then it means nothing.
I think it means less.
It falls short.
Yeah, it does fall short of having a WrestleMania fucking moment. I mean, yeah, it'll still be cool to see Cody do that, but if it ain't under the banner of the greatest show of the year, what's the point? You're just wasting it. Maybe they use it for next year's WrestleMania. Maybe that's what they're trying to push for. Who the fuck knows? I don't think they're thinking that far ahead. I think that they're thinking, fuck, We just got hit with this major bad news, bad publicity.
Let's insert The Rock.
Insert The Rock. Oh man, everybody loves The Rock. Who doesn't love The Rock?
I don't at this point.
Yeah, neither do I. So there you go. And then you know what? We've seen a lot of people don't love The Rock at this point.
Oh man, like I said, the fact that they re-edited the video so that it excludes
Cody looking
Rhodes
sad.
being sad.
Oh, that's so depressing.
And possibly editing the audio of the audience response, because I don't know if it was mixed, but let's say they made an insurance policy to amp up the audio to make it seem as though The Rock had a very warm welcome in Birmingham, Alabama. I mean, shit, dude. I don't know. That says a lot about the WWE, that they're really trying to push The Rock as the selling point of WrestleMania. This is what you're getting, folks. And
this is what you're getting.
Take it up the ass.
You can. Or you can tell them to go fuck themselves and put it up their ass and then fucking go watch AEW and everything else that's not. Stop supporting the WWE then if this is the case.
God damn it. We got reeled in with CM Punk coming back and then couldn't even have it. Couldn't even have it for 4 fucking months. Couldn't even have it for a year.
Couldn't even have it for a year. I will say on a happy note, I mean, it is fucking like 1 a.m. or like here when I posted that thing to The Rock or whatever. I've gotten 10 views and we've gotten 2 new followers because of it. So so far, it's been a resounding success.
Dude, if there has to be some kind of karma balance.
It does.
Please tell me that the Rhodes family will get their fucking due eventually.
I hope that they do. I like Cody Rhodes. But hold on now. Okay, remember you did say Dustin Rhodes was named in that thing, right?
Yeah.
So what if this is the reverse karma taxing that ass, saying, hey, you know what? You were involved in some sketchery over here. Now it's gonna fuck this guy on the other side. Because I don't remember what it was they actually said about him in there.
It was the no sell thing.
He also said that in addition to Paul Heyman saying it.
Those were 2 names
that were discussed.
Yeah, do you think you could do it on
let me what is it? It's
I don't know, Wall Street
Dustin
Journal,
Rhodes.
Janelle Grant lawsuit, PDF.
All right.
Let's come up.
I'm just trying to see. I just Googled Dustin Rhodes explosive allegations. Let's see if this says. Oh fuck.
Oh god, ads.
Shh, quiet. Let's see. I mean, they hashtag. Great, they don't fucking say anything. God damn it, I hate these things. Clickbait. I'm just seeing quick clickbait.
PDF.
Let's see. Where is it? It's called. Who is it? Is it this?
Wall Street Journal.
Okay, Wall Street Journal.
Maybe I should look up the. I did find out what the production company of The Rock is. It's $7 production.
Oh, that's what it is. Because he only had $7 in his pocket when when Jim Ross came to talk to him. Didn't have enough to pay for. That's the story. That is. I mean, listen, that's a great name.
Yeah, but
okay.
Gives a shit.
I agree. So wait. So do they have the? Okay. So I found it on the Wall Street Journal, but do they have the actual like? Yeah. Oh man, you got to fucking pay for it.
No, you don't. No, you don't. I had it.
What's the link? Give me the link and all.
Type in.
Okay.
Oh shit. Maybe we can find it in here. So type in Document Cloud.
Document Cloud.
Janelle Grant versus WWE.
Okay.
Kitty.
Get that Document Cloud. Janelle Grant stamped complaint. Okay. And then let's do search.
Does it have all 67 pages?
Fuck. Yeah, 67. Okay.
All right. Please,
Justin,
God. Please,
baby Jesus.
Please, son of a plumber.
No results. Try again with a broader query.
Oh, my God.
All right, let's just try Dustin. Oh, I wonder if it's capitalized. You think that maybe that's why it's not recognizing it?
Case sensitive.
Let's just try Dustin. Nope, no results. Let's just try Rhodes.
I tried typing in no sell.
Nothing. No sell.
Because I saw that somewhere. Come on, man. I didn't make this up.
Oh, no sell. Here we go. Page 39.
Page 39?
That's what it said, is the no sell thing. It says, that night my man texted Miss Grant as a reminder that she was an enslaved object. I want to drive you lower and lower so that you might beg me to no sell you. Oh, to beg me to sell you. Okay, that's not it. This is on page 40. Here's what blank said. No. she'll do anything. I wonder if I could do Paul Heyman. Paul. Nope, nothing. Heyman.
I have to read this whole fucking thing again.
Jesus Christ. Why is this not coming up? All right. Let's just do Dustin Rhodes, Janelle Grant. Let's just see if anything comes up. Oh. Whoa.
All right.
Yeah, no, I'm not seeing anything.
All right. I will retract my statement until that is.
Yeah. We'll retract that until such time as next episode when we figure out where the fuck it said this.
Yeah. All right. What else do you got? Is that the end of the episode?
I think this is the end of the episode.
Oh yeah.
So keep a lookout for the February. What did I say it was? February 24th at 2 a.m. There will be Elimination Chamber, and we will be doing a live stream 2 a.m. Pacific time. We'll be doing a live stream on Discord. We'll be live commenting on the event itself, and the link will be posted in due time, not soon. Okay, it's like fucking 3 weeks away. So calm your tits over there, everybody. And we'll put it out. But just mark your calendars, free up the time. If you want to join us, you can hang out with us, discuss this. Hell, you can even ask us questions and we'll answer them. We will also be likely doing another giveaway, some sort of. We did Royal Rumble bingo. I don't know. Maybe we'll do Elimination Chamber fucking something. I don't know. We'll come up with something. And we'll figure something out to do another giveaway because we did have a winner. And we originally promised only $10. And we ended up giving $25 away. So give it to some lucky kid who wanted Roblox dollars. So he got some Robux?
I don't fucking know.
Whatever. He got some Roblox money.
Robux.
And he was very happy and very grateful. So we follow through with when we say we're going to do a giveaway, we actually give it away. This is not horseshit just to get people to listen. We actually give away something.
Yeah, if we were in charge of the WWE, Cody Rhodes would have won the Wrestlemania main event match, which would have been the undisputed title.
Absolutely.
But
we're not. For now.
Sour grapes, man.
We're not in charge yet. There's always a possibility.
Yes, hopefully, maybe the WWE's image or TKO's image will be so tarnished
that they'll have to hire us to fucking do some shit.
Or the company will plummet and it'll be liquidated.
And then we'll get to
we'll buy it for $5.
Oh, that'd be sweet. Then we'll look at everybody and go, look at me. I am the captain now. Anyway, all right. Well, thanks for listening. You follow us at Game Rage Magazine on all the stuff. Go to GameRageMagazine.com. Also, whatever. You'll hear it in the outro because Jet Swag goes up pretty hard on it. So, anyways, thank you guys for listening, and we will catch you on the next one. That was another wonderful, amazing, powerful episode of the Game Rage Wrasslin podcast. And take it from me, ladies and gentlemen, the natural lad, Jet Swag. If there's one podcast, one show you should be listening to, that you should be absolutely grateful for, it's the Game Rage Wrasslin podcast. And one of the things you can do to show your appreciation for all the hard work and dedication that these boys put out day in, day out, just for you people, it's that you can go and you can subscribe and you can like and follow them on the Instagram and the TikTok at Game Rage Magazine. You can also follow them and like them and subscribe to them on the old Twitter, which I don't know what it's called now, but who cares? It's at Game Rage Mag there. Additionally, if you feel the need to really show your appreciation, which you should, then go to their website at www.GameRageMagazine.com and show us some love. Show them some love.
and show some love for the natural lad, Jet Swag.